today's video, I'll be showing you how to reverse the polarity of this replacement part. So basically, it is supposed to be clockwise, but the replacement parts available are all counterclockwise. So again, this is the old one, which is a clockwise direction. This is a counterclockwise replacement. So for this to work, you have to reverse the polarity, or reverse the direction, I mean, on this motor here. All right, so just to give you a bit of a background, the Rangehood model that I have, it's an Elba Rangehood, but yours could be a different brand. As long as it is a dual fan model, then you're gonna run into this similar issue that I have. So so again, for single motor Rangehood, you're not gonna have a problem because the motor that you have is always gonna be counterclockwise, and so majority of the replacements is all counterclockwise as well. So again, no problem right there. But if you happen to have a dual motor and the right part of the motor is the one that is defective, then you're gonna run into the similar situation that I am in, because again, the right part, the right side motor of your Rangehood is always going to be clockwise, whereas your replacement part is counterclockwise. I replaced two of my motors, actually, the right motor and the left motor, because they just went bad. So cut the story short, I already have the left replaced, so that's fine, no issues right there. By the way, you will just have to do some rewiring, since you're going to be using the old harness connection, but the color coding of the wires are a little bit different. But anyway, I have a different video on that one, so go watch my previous video regarding how to do the replacement and cable tracing and all that in my previous video. Anyway, this video is solely for the purpose of switching or reversing the direction of your motor. All right, so again, my left motor is now replaced and it's working fine, but the right one, since this is a clockwise direction, but I have a replacement which is counterclockwise, I have to reverse the polarity. Oh, sorry, I keep using the word polarity, but I have to reverse the direction of this motor. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Tools needed for this is just, I don't know, like a screwdriver, any screwdriver. You can also use this motorized screwdriver. So basically, you'll have to remove these two bolts and nuts, and pretty much reverse the direction of the magnet, or just the rotor inside, right? So let me show you how I do it. So let me first loosen this. Right. This one. Okay. So the other direction. This is the second one. So this motorized screwdriver is very handy. Again, if you don't have this, you can use a traditional screwdriver. Okay. This is the second bolt. So let's put aside the two. Okay. All right. So this is it right here. Again, let's remove this. Okay, so that is it. We have to reverse this one. So instead of this, how do I do this single-handedly? It's gonna be really difficult situation, but I just do this, and then instead of facing this direction, I'm gonna face it that direction. Okay, so let's see if I can shoot that. There you go. Okay, then put this back. All right, I'm gonna finish this with two hands. It's really difficult to video just single-handedly and doing something on the other hand. So let me just do it. Anyway, you get the point, right? So I'm going to show you later on the results. Okay, so now here it is side by side. As you can see, supposedly all the wires are underneath in the old one, and this one facing up the shaft. But in the new configuration, you can clearly see the shaft is upward, so they're now the same. But as you can see, the wires are now at the top. No more wires at the bottom. But it's okay, because this will work. Now, the direction on this motor is exactly the same as the old one. So that's, I guess, I would say the downside, but that's fine as long as we have a working motor with similar configuration. So let me put this now back to the housing or casing, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so here's what it looks like right now before I put back this housing. So again, since all the wires are now facing up, it's supposed to be down, the wires is supposed to go here and just go straight here. You don't have to put some zip ties. But because it's up and you don't want this to hit those wires in, you have to make sure that it's properly, it doesn't block or obstruct that spinning. So just get some zip ties out there and tie them up. So it's gonna look like this. So whatever you do with this wire, just always stay down. Yeah, again, you don't need the zip ties if the wire placement is down there, but since we reversed the direction, we'll have to put it in place. So again, now we're gonna put this back. All right, and then afterwards, we're gonna tie this up, and I'm gonna show you. Sorry, I have to put some buffs here because it's hard to do some testing. I don't want to hang the wires and eventually will loosen and get stripped. So I'll show you. The direction is now reversed afterwards. So we pause this. I'll pause this and tighten this up, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have it all connected to the main board, and one final test. So right now, as you can see, the original is going to be this direction, and it's in the housing itself. It points the rotation. So this again is clockwise, but initially, because there's no clockwise sold online in online stores, all are counterclockwise because that's the standard for two motors. This one is already okay, no problem with that. It's already counterclockwise. This one, since it's clockwise, as you can see, it has to be clockwise. But the motor that I buy, because there's no more clockwise replacement, always counterclockwise. So it's rotating like that. So now we're fixing it to rotate like that. So that's what we did. Now let's see what happens. Yep, you see right there. So it's properly going the right direction. So again, let me put it slowly. See, right there. So it's now clockwise. All right. So I'll just put this back here. Put the back the screws, the housing screws, work it there, and put this filter back. Should be good to go. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope this has been informative. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video for more updates, DIY updates, and troubleshooting steps on my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.